there, welcome to What's She Up To Now, day 1217. I know, long time, lots of days talking in a row, missed a few days in the course of the last 1217, but not very many. One, I had COVID, and I couldn't make a video. I was like, I'm down, I'm out, I cannot make a video. The other time I was on a cruise, I actually made a daily video, but I didn't post them because it was too hard to do it on the ship. The internet was terrible. Although you pay for the internet, it's supposed to be good, but it's terrible. It's abysmal. I pretty much just turn my devices off for the week that I'm on the cruise and say, bye, having fun, relaxing. And that was in 2019, so it's been a long time since I didn't post a daily, what the heck am I doing as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. And today I'm just going to share quickly. It's a holiday weekend, so I want everybody to get out and spend time with your family. Yesterday the weather was gorgeous, a little chilly, but gorgeous. Today it's rainy, of course, because you got to have a little rain on every holiday weekend. Makes us appreciate the sunshine. But today, talking about ramping up, the importance of ramping up to grow and build our businesses and to start or do anything that we want to do. And also, that was our Supersize Your Business Challenge, and I loved it because part of the history is that the media actually misunderstood what ramp up meant, and they reported it wrong, and so now it means to increase the size, the rate, or the amount of something that's being produced or put out in the world. You can ramp up your health regimen by working more at the club. You can ramp up your sales by hiring more salespeople. You can ramp up your delivery of products and services by having a plan, following that plan, getting buy-in for the plan, adjusting the plan as you go along, having responsible individuals, and then reaching that goal, setting the goal, and then breaking it down into how and who's going to help you achieve that, and then actually achieving it. Very simplified version. But that was our idiom for Supersize Your Business today. And then our Do One Thing Every Day That Centers You challenge, our annual challenge this year, to just get to know ourselves better and to chill and kind of go with the flow. And I got to tell you, it's definitely working, because I spent 3 weeks traveling, and it's the first time I've traveled since 2019 with people that would normally drive me a little stressed, a little crazy, and I chilled the whole time. I didn't get upset at all. I just went with the flow. For me, that is a massive change and improvement, and I think doing the centering challenge every day helps to allow me to just say, does this really matter? Does this really affect me? How do I really feel about it? And is it worth responding or using any of my emotional energy on it? And usually the answer is absolutely not. And I've learned that by doing centering things every day for 150 days in a row. Today's day 150, and it talks about something that can cause stillness or achieve stillness from chaos. Now, I don't know about you, but during COVID and all this craziness that's gone on, at least in the United States over the last year plus, got a lot of chaos. If we can find a way to easily create stillness from that, sign me up. I'm all for it. Well, it turns out the answer to that is art. Art, according to Saul Bellow, has something to do with the achievement of stillness in the midst of chaos. How cool is that? So we're sharing in that challenge today, art that stilled me today. And I shared, it happens to be a batik that my Aunt Sharon did and gave me last week. And she actually did it in 2010. Which for me was a very chaotic year. I had a sudden cardiac arrest and died that year. So I think it's really interesting that she created this in 2010 and she gave that to me. And I absolutely love it. I'm going to hang it above my head because it matches my chair. So, whoa, maybe I'll change my background and get rid of some of the craziness. But frankly, I like my crazy background. I like my goofies. I like my bears. I like my bunnies. I like my Pillsbury Doughboy. I like my little redheaded doll. I like my new money tree leaf. I don't know if you can even see it. I can't really see it. But I've got a money tree leaf above this guy's head because it fell off the money tree. And I pressed it in a book because I'm like, everybody should have a money tree in their house and a money tree leaf. So the money tree leaf is hanging in my backdrop now because I didn't feel like I should just throw it away. Son-in-law just picks them off and throws them away. But I'm like, oh, they're kind of pretty. Let's see what they look like. So, working on those things. It is, as I mentioned, a holiday weekend. So spending a bunch of time with family and friends, which is always creating stillness out of chaos, at least for me. And working on, I'm starting Avril Beckford does a reading challenge, and she challenges people and teaches us through the challenge how to read to get what we want out of books without having to read every single word. And for somebody like me, visually challenged, not reading every single word is a very good thing. And it's also challenging me to find the things that work for me as my vision is messed up to continue to move forward. Because I'm like, don't feel like sitting still and standing still. So I want to find reasonable accommodations to help me do the things that I want to do when I want to do them. I'm kind of stuck in that way. So I've got my books in a pile. I've actually cheated a little bit and started yesterday on one of the books because I know that June 15th till the end of the month, I am hanging out with my granddaughters, and you never know with kids how much time I'll actually get to devote to my project of reading books. So since I committed that I would do it, I want to make sure I've got it done before the 15th. All my books at least read or consumed the way Avril recommends before the 15th of June. And then if I get anything else done after that, it'll just be outside of my 8 books. It'll just be a bonus. And that's always makes me feel good too. So what are you working on that you need help with? What are you stuck on? What is keeping you from taking the next step toward what it is that you want? I'm really curious about that today. I think about the times I'm not doing the things I know I should be doing or I want to be doing. So a lot of, unfortunately, I always have a lot of things I want to be doing. And I find reasons and excuses to not do them, to not do those things. I've adopted the one thing a couple, maybe 3 years ago now, where this is the one main goal, the one main thing I'm going to get done every day. And then I look at it as everything else besides that is gravy. So I have one main focus, one main thing that I do every single day. Maybe it's work with clients, maybe it's work on a new project, maybe it's go to a customer's business, whatever it is. There's one, maybe it's go to the doctor, maybe it's focus on my health. It's different every day, but every day it's something that moves me toward one of my longer range goals. And every day I do something in each, pretty much every category, because I've got a habit that automatically creates a little bit of movement and momentum in every area and aspect of my life that's important to me. And I just have made those things a part of my life. So I know that even on a bad day when I feel like I'm not making any progress, if I'm following my normal routines, I'm automatically moving toward what I want. And it just feels painless sometimes. And frankly, I created and started doing that because I did have so much physical pain and chronic pain in my life, and I needed to find ways to continually be moving and making progress and knowing in my subconscious that I'm always moving forward and toward what I want, even if on the days where I can't hardly move at all physically. So that is what I'm working on. My question is, what is holding you back? What's stopping you? Because we all have something, and sometimes we just need somebody to ask about it. And chances are, whatever it is, I've been there, done that, been through it, because I've been in business for, 47, probably 48 years. I'll have to do the math again. I kind of stopped wanting to do the math when I hit the 30-year mark. I'm like, really? 30, 40, 50 years in business? I'm like, how old am I? Very old, but happy. That's what matters. So if I can help you anyway, my question, I guess my offer is, if I can help you anyway to take that next step, or just to know what that next step is, I want to be the sounding board. You can just ask. And again, I say right up front, I might not know the answer or exactly what you need to do, but I guarantee I can help you know what to do right now and what the next thing you need to do is. Because if we make the next move, all of a sudden the move after that appears. We often convince ourselves that we have to know the whole big picture, how to get from A to B or A to Z. We have to know every step, every picture, everything, anything that could happen, anything that could go wrong. And the more we analyze that gap, the more it shuts us down and freezes us in place. But if we just say, all right, here's where I'm going. This is my holy grail of what I want to be, do, and have, or achieve with my business, or achieve in my relationships, or have physically, or be in my life. Here's where I am right now. And we got to be brutally honest with ourselves about where we are right now. If I am brutally honest with myself about where I am right now, physically, health-wise, my health is good, but my physical body, I am not proud of. And I could say it's COVID, which, of course, some of the things that happened during COVID had an impact on that. But COVID didn't make me put or not put any specific things in and out of my mouth. And that's what I found. 90% of my challenges are, or not my challenges, but my results that show up on my body are I'd say 80% what goes in my mouth, and 10% about what I think of what goes in my mouth. And then the rest is activity or lack thereof. So I can make all kinds of excuses, or I can say, this isn't what I want, but this is where I am brutally, honestly right now. How am I going to get to what I want, what I really want? And I'm not going to do it overnight. I'm not going to do a crash diet. I'm not going to do all these crazy things thinking that it's going to happen overnight. I'm going to take one little step every day, and I know that I'll get there. So I'm going to automatically make better food choices. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to move and exercise every day, and whatever the other things are. But I do that for every area and aspect of my life. And this year I added 2 aspects that I hadn't really been consciously considering before, and those were, or are, not were, communication and confidence. And so I have a coach for communication and confidence and a program that I'm going through. It's interesting. I don't feel like it's made a huge difference in me or my life yet, but I didn't start it, I don't think, until April. Probably April. So we'll see. I know that there are little nuances and little things that are changing and helping to change my mindset and helping to change the direction I want to go with different things and different businesses and with different people that I work with. But as far as, oh, I've seen this massive transformation, no, that's not how it works, because communication and confidence are foundational to all the other areas and aspects of our life. I talk about these a lot. Our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, and contribution. I actually have my goals, and have for years, set up around that so that I make sure I'm covering all the different areas and aspects of my life. Did I do that prior to 2010? No. Did I do it since 2010 and dropping dead? Absolutely. I learned full force, if you ignore your physical body and your physical needs, things for like good food, nutrition, sleep, vitamins, anything that's good for you, any movement or exercise that's intentional, if you ignore those for a couple of decades, your body, your physical well-being will get your attention. Hopefully it'll get your attention in a way that you change your behavior and you change the way you're dealing with your body. But otherwise, the alternative, I guess it doesn't matter, because you've transitioned and you're not here with us on the planet anymore. So just some stuff to think about. Anyway, go out and have an awesome day. I'm going to get busy on my day and go hang out with some amazing people. I invite you to do the same. Have an amazing day. Bye. Catch you tomorrow.